Argentina, last 16 World Cup. I come on in the game, and we get to extra time, and he gets the penalties. And Glenn gets us all in a circle, and he goes, Incy, Batty, Shearer, Merce, Michael, penalties. Now, just before I take this penalty, I've got to tell you how my head works, because this is exactly how my head works. I hate flying. I get on a plane, I'm petrified. My hands drip, I sweat, I have panic attacks a lot. So I'm sitting on a plane one day waiting to go on holiday, my hands dripping, sweating, panic attacks, I spray all this stuff in my mouth and everything. And all of a sudden, as I'm sitting there, Nick Faldo walked on my plane.
Yeah.
I thought, thank God for that, he ain't dying, he's famous. And then I'm alright then. That's how my head works. So I'm standing on the halfway line, I'm going to take a penalty against Argentina in the World Cup. And all I can think about is 3 months before this, I had a penalty at Sheffield United on a Tuesday night for Middlesbrough. I get a penalty, I put the ball on the spot, and as I get up, it was the worst thing I've ever had in my life. My confidence went and the goal literally shrunk like an ice hockey goal. And I knew I couldn't score out. It was a horrible feeling. And I couldn't turn around and say someone else take it. I think I'm a bit weak. So I knew I couldn't score, and as I got near the ball, the goalie dived, and I could have literally stopped, got on my knees and headed it in the corner, and I smashed it 40 rows over the bar. Now, usually when I missed a penalty, the goal kick would always save it. So I'm standing on the halfway line, I'm thinking, and that's going through my head, I'm thinking, if I can't score at Sheffield on a Tuesday, I'm going to let my wife, my kids, my mum and dad, my country down. And Glenn Hoddle see me petrified. Glenn Hoddle would have still been manager of England now, if he didn't say what he said. Player, manager, bloke, international tactics. Believe me, he was phenomenal. Very spiritual.
Yeah.
Very spiritual. And he come up to me on the halfway line, he used to do this thing with his hand. And he got his hand, he put it right on the middle of my chest, and he looked me in the eye and he went, "You will not miss." I went, thank God for that. And I walked off, I thought, I can't miss. Honestly, I thought I couldn't miss. And I walked down to the penalty spot from the halfway line, because that's the walk. People would never talk about, you know, oh, it's a penalty. It's from the halfway line to the ball that you miss it. And I got down there and I put the ball on the spot, and as I got up, it was the best feeling I've ever had in my life.
The goal got bigger.
Oh, believe me, I spent a lot of money on feelings. The goal was massive, and I knew I couldn't miss. And I turned round, I went to take my penalty, and the goalie was arguing with the ref. I thought, don't use your joker on me. Glenn's told me I'm scoring. You better do it on someone else here. And he got booked. And I run up, and he got his hand to it, and he put it in the top corner, and lucky enough, I scored my penalty. But I always look back, and I think if Ince and Batty was as scatty as me, we could have probably won the World Cup that year.